Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi, and in today's video we are taking a look at another figure from the Masters of the Universe Origins series, and this time it is the Masters of the Universe and Stranger Things crossover with Skeletor and the Demogorgon. As soon as I saw this pack I knew I had to get it because I just think the packaging is absolutely fantastic, and if you watch my channel regularly you know I have a little bit of a soft spot for Skeletor. So let's get on with the review. We'll take a quick look at the packaging, then we'll open it up and see what the figures are like. Okay, so here we have the package, and as I said, this is a Masters of the Universe and Stranger Things crossover, and it features two figures. The first is a repaint of Skeletor. So this is Skeletor in a slightly more muted colour. This is the open mouth version of Skeletor. So this is the first version that they've released. But as you can see, the colours of his skin are a lot more muted, and I'm going to say a lot more like the original vintage version of Skeletor. He comes with his sword and also his Havoc staff. If we turn the packaging over, you can see on the bottom of this, we also have a Demogorgon, which is an all-new figure based on the Demogorgon that you see in Stranger Things. And when I first saw this packaging, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I love the way they have put this together, where we have Skeletor standing upright and the Demogorgon upside down, because he obviously is from the upside down. I think this is an absolutely fantastic piece of design. I sort of nod my hat to the Mattel workers who created this. On the back of the box, if we turn it over, you can see there's a little bit of information about Skeletor. It shows a fantastic image of Skeletor with the Demogorgon in the background, and a little bit of information about how you sort of pose and move the figures. I think this is a fantastic box, and the reason I actually bought this was to keep the figures in the box. But as you know, I'm not really a boxed figure collector, so let's get on and open this and we'll take a closer look at the figures inside. There is another 2-pack available with He-Man and Vecna, but for me it was the Skeletor and Demogorgon one that I had to get. So yeah, let's get on and open this up and see what the figures are like. Before we get to the figures, I just want to mention the inside of the packaging, because I think that is also really nice as well. So this is the card that the figures are sort of mounted onto. At the top here you can see we have this lovely image where Skeletor was sitting, and on the bottom this is where the Demogorgon was sitting. And this artwork goes all around the inside of the box. I think it would be a great way of displaying the figure, so I may end up scanning this in and doing something with it to make a nice background, because I do actually want to keep the box in good condition because I like it so much. But this is well worth taking a look at once you open your figures, because I think you could do something else with it. We'll start with Skeletor because he is basically just a repaint of a figure that's already been released multiple times. The original version of Skeletor came with the open mouth, and that is the one they have used for this Stranger Things crossover. The only differences really are the sort of paint scheme and the plastic used. It's been made in a much more muted blue-grey sort of colour, which I have to say I really like. It really makes him look a lot more like the original Skeletor. If I bring in my original Skeletor here, you can see that the colour on that is a lot more muted than the sort of brighter colours that were used on the original Origins figure. They have a sort of toned down the paint on the face as well. So the paint on the face of the first Origins figure, you can see, was nice and bright, and it also had some detailing around the edge. So we had a sort of darker green around the edge and the yellow in the middle. On this new Stranger Things version, you can see we've basically gone for sort of one tone of a sort of a grey-green colour. The body though does also have a bit of a paint application to it. It's a very light dusting of a darker blue, and I think that really does give some extra depth to the figure. There's also a metallic fleck you can see here on the hood and on the armour. The weapons he comes with are the sort of the basic weapons. So we've got his Havoc staff and we've got the sword. The sword is the double-sided version as well. So you can see here, if we flip that over, we have both sides of it. The original sword that came with that first version of Skeletor, you can see is just half a sword, and that joined with He-Man's sword. This figure though I think is really nice. I do like the new paint application of it. The open mouth version of Skeletor, I have to say, has actually grown on me over the years, and so the version that they've got here with the open mouth, I do actually quite like it now. I was a little bit sort of put off with the open mouth originally because I like to army build, and if you've got a few of these Skeletors together it looks a bit odd, which is why I sort of prefer that second release. This is actually a repainted version of the second release where his mouth is shut, but on this I have to say I think it works really very nicely. It's a nice figure. It's got all the same articulation that the original Origins figures had, so we can rotate his head around. He's got shoulder, elbow, wrist. He's also got a waist joint. He's got hips, knees. We've got the sort of upper calf one and then the lower ankle. So he is a very poseable figure indeed, and a nice addition to my collection of Skeletors. Yeah, and I think that new paint scheme really does work very nicely on him. Now we head to the upside down to take a look at the Demogorgon, which is a perfect companion for Skeletor. And I think it's a really nice crossover because in Stranger Things, of course, you do see some vintage Masters of the Universe figures. So why not have a Demogorgon in the Masters of the Universe world? Now this figure is really quite chunky. The head that they've added to it with the sort of open mouth is really pretty large. And that does cause a couple of little issues, I would say, with this figure. Because the feet are so small and the head is so large, it is a little bit awkward trying to pose him so he stands up just because he is so top heavy, but it can be done, as you can see. I think the figure is a very nice looking thing as well. It's a lot more beefy looking than the Demogorgon that you see in the TV show, but that's to keep it sort of with the same molds as the other He-Man and the Masters of the Universe figures. And they've also added some armour to him, including the sort of Beastman arm shields there. I think it does work really well. He comes with a pretty cool weapon, which is this mace with the 20-sided dice at the top and bottom. It also has the addition of these flames which can easily be removed, and these flames you can actually clip onto the Demogorgon's arms to make it look like he has sort of flaming arms. They're a really nice little touch as well. I have tried clipping these onto Skeletor's arms, and I have to say you can get them on there, but it's not really ideal. It's not like they are designed to work on there. These are designed to mainly work on this mace and the Demogorgon, and they do clip on really nice and easily. And I just think this weapon, again, it's a nice little nod to the Dungeons and Dragons themes that run through Stranger Things. So it's a nice weapon for him to carry. The figure has the same articulation as all of the other Origins figures, and it does look like it's reusing a few pieces, although we have some new sort of custom pieces like the head here, the hands, and also the feet. And there's a fair sort of amount of detail going on, and the paint application is fairly simple. We've got a little bit of detail there on the front chest plate, and then there's a dirty wash been put over the rest of the figure to bring out some of the details in the fur on the back and the details on the head. And then the face itself just has a sort of red inner with a little bit of a white wash over the top of it and some highlights added to the teeth. It's really pretty simple, but it does all it needs to do. We also have a little bit of paint going on the bracelets on the hands and on the belt there, but otherwise it's a fairly standard sort of Masters of the Universe looking figure. I think the combination of having these two figures in a double pack was a really great idea on Mattel's part. They do sit together very nicely. We've got the evil Skeletor on the left and then the evil Demogorgon on the right. It's a two-pack that I couldn't not pick up as soon as I saw it. As I say, I had to grab it and I had to add it to my collection. How I'm going to display these, that is something I'm still not quite sure about. I do like them loose. I think they look particularly nice. But then, as I said at the start, I think they look really good in the packaging. I think the packaging is probably the highlight of this set for me. Just the way that you have one figure up the right way and then the Demogorgon upside down at the bottom. I think it's a really nice idea. So it might be that I end up putting these back in the packet and displaying them in the packet again, just because I think it looks so cool. But for the moment, they're nice to have loose and have a little play with. So there we go, that is it for my review of this Masters of the Universe and Stranger Things crossover 2-pack. I think it's a pack that's really well worth getting. The Skeletor is pretty much the same as we've had before, but the new paint scheme really does make him look extra nice. I like the muted down colours. I think it makes him look much more like the vintage version of Skeletor, although I have to say I may end up repainting his face because I think that could still look a little bit more Skeletor than it does. And then the Demogorgon is just a really nice addition. I think it's a very good sort of reworking of a He-Man figure to make it look like the Demogorgon. It's got enough detail going on and enough sort of accessories and bits to make it look really pretty cool, and it does sit very well with the rest of the Origins line of toys. So hopefully this review has been of interest to you. If it has, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you've really enjoyed it and want to help me out here at toy-polloi, then why not think about supporting the channel by becoming a Patreon. You get early access to all of my restoration videos, plus access to an exclusive video series called On the Cutting Mat. So have a think about that, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Toy-Polloi. Subscribe for more great videos.